Mr. Ramaswamy, let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the
For context, I think the primaries was yesterday, and a lot of local voting, and a lot of the Republicans lost, and a lot of Democrats won, especially like in Kentucky, for example.
Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP...
Hey, no cap, though. No cap. Listen, from what I see, this is the RNC, DNC, whatever, all very establishment, okay? And I think what a lot of Republicans are losing is that, they don't focus on the people, the voices that they have on their side, like Joe Rogan, you could say, like Elon Musk, you could say, but instead they want to keep playing the establishment game, right? Matter of fact, they even threatened Vivek and Chris Christie because they were going to do a one-on-one debate on one of the news channels. I forgot which one, or maybe it was CNN. And the RNC said, if y'all do this, you're disqualified from the debates. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't going to have them on here, both of them on here, if they did it. Why? Because they don't like stuff that they can't control. Very tough.
Primary voters actually care about bringing more people into our party. You think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation?
Oh, my God.
Answer the question. Go.
Oh, my God. Listen, this is when I jumped out my bed. I said, oh, my God, what? He said, answer the question. Go. Y'all niggas be lying. Bruh. Yo, listen. When the first debate, Vivek did good. He started off, taking shots off rip. I'm the only one here that's not a bought and paid for super PAC puppet. I did it on my own bread. Second debate, he tried to play nice guy. He tried to, cool it, and they jumped him. So I was hoping for the third debate, Vivek didn't hold any punches, didn't pull any punches, didn't hold any punches back. What it seems like right here is that, he's going after everybody. He's letting them know. He's letting the establishment know, y'all are tripping. Y'all are losing. Why y'all losing? Because y'all not doing the things y'all should be doing.
This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn
This time ain't up yet. Ain't no way.
Governor Christie, why
Someone count the time, bro. That was not his time. Was not. They said 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure they said 10 minutes for them to give their opening statement. Nikki Haley was talking for a minute, and DeSantis was talking for a minute, and now his time is up. Yeah, all right.
Mr. Ramaswamy, any daylight between you and the candidates we just heard in this issue on what you would tell the Prime Minister?
Daylight?
Not in terms of what I would tell the Prime Minister, no. In fact, I would go one step further. The founding vision of Israel was based on the idea that they don't want to depend on anybody else's sympathy or direction in defending themselves. So what I would tell Bibi is that Israel has the right and the responsibility to defend itself. I would tell him to smoke those terrorists on his southern border, and then I'll tell him as President of the United States, I'll be smoking the terrorists on our southern border. That's his responsibility. This is our responsibility. That's how we move forward. But I want to be careful to avoid making the mistakes from the neocon establishment of the past. Corrupt politicians in both parties spent trillions, killed millions, made billions for themselves in places like Iraq and Afghanistan, fighting wars that sent thousands of our sons and daughters, people my age, to die in wars that did not advance anyone's interests, adding $7 trillion to our national debt. And Joe Biden.
Think about all the responses you heard so far. We haven't heard Chris Christie. We haven't heard Tim Scott. But based off of what Vivek has said so far, compared to Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, which one of these three people, out of their statements, has sounded more concerned about Americans compared to people that are not Americans? Which one sounded more concerned about Americans? People that live here. All I gotta say, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Sold off our foreign policy. Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, got a $5 million bribe from Ukraine. That's why we're sending $200 billion back to that same country. The fact of the matter is the Republican Party is not that much better. You have the likes of Nikki Haley, who stepped down from her time at the UN. Bankrupt or in debt was her family. Then she becomes a military contractor. She joins the board of Boeing and otherwise, and is now a multimillionaire. So I think that that's wrong when Republicans do it or Democrats do it. That's the choice we face.
Hey, I fuck with Vivek, boy. That boy's throwing shots out. He don't care. He said, like Nikki Haley, right here. Good shit, my boy. Good shit. Because, hey, both the last two times, you saw how they was attacking Vivek, bruh. The second debate and the first debate. Nikki Haley, like a goddamn chihuahua, was, well, I think that you don't know what you're talking about. Every time you speak, you sound dumber and dumber. Like, shut up, bitch. Be for real. Be for real. You the one that is a warmonger. You make money off this shit. So, of course, you're going to be like, finish them. You're making money. America provides, well, I was going to say America provides weapons to Israel. I don't have that confirmed for a fact, but I'm pretty sure they do. Matter of fact, let's Google it. Let's Google it just to make sure. Let's just make sure. Does America, let's see, American companies sell weapons to Israel? Okay. Yep, they do. GPS got weapons to Israel. Who sells weapons to Israel? At least 35 countries. Okay, I knew that, but I wanted to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
All right, Mr.
In which case,
Ramaswamy.
we've got two of them on stage.
Yo! Oh shit! Oh! You heard what he said? Oh
different
my
generation
god!
is going to put this country.
Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels, or in this case, there's two of them. But they be getting on Ron DeSantis for wearing these fucking boots that look like they got heels on the inside, so it look like he taller, bruh. Oh my gosh, bruh, that's crazy. Vivek don't care.
First, or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
All right, Mr.
In which case, we've got two of them on stage
Mr.
tonight.
Ramaswamy, thank you. Senator Scott. Yes.
Mr. Ramaswamy, are you persuaded by President Zelensky's urgent new plea? Where do you stand on more funding?
I'm absolutely unpersuaded. And I'm actually enjoying watching the Ukraine hawks quietly, delicately tiptoe back from their position as this thing has unwound into a disaster. The first half of this race, I was the only person standing for it. Now they're actually quietly coming around to being more cautious, as they should. Level with the American people here. Ukraine is not a paragon of democracy. This is a country that has banned 11 opposition parties. It has consolidated all media into one state TV media arm. That's not democratic. It has threatened not to hold elections this year unless the U.S. forks over more money. That is not democratic. It has celebrated a Nazi in its ranks, the comedian in cargo pants, a man called Zelensky, doing it in their own ranks. That is not democratic. More facts for you that you won't hear from the mainstream in either party or the mainstream media. The regions of Ukraine that are occupied by Russia.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. This dude is the smartest dude on the stage, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Now, in the Donbass, Luhansk, Donetsk, these are Russian-speaking regions that have not even been part of Ukraine since 2014, that other people probably couldn't name those provinces for you. Those are the hard facts. And so to frame this as some kind of battle between good versus evil, don't buy it. And I'd like the likes of the sharpest of the war hawks on Ukraine, Nikki Haley, to have some accountability and answer.
Bro, niggas, yo. Yes. He come with the facts. He come with the heat. This is what I like. Yes. I was just having a conversation with somebody today about, people tiptoeing a conversation. It's like, no, sometimes you have to play the blame game. okay? But really, the blame game is just a juvenile name for the accountability game, okay? It's accountability. These people are saying these things, and this is why it's not good. I'm going to break it down. You dig what I'm saying? And I like them, they do that. Call it out and bring the facts. Because these people, oh, yes, we have to keep giving money. We have to keep giving money. We have to keep funding these wars. Bruh, some of this shit, it don't make sense. And I'm not saying that I have a perfect 100% knowledge of foreign policy and shit like that, or the average American citizen, because we got bills to worry about. We're not trying to. It's not our job to be sitting and following all this stuff. Our job is to make sure our families are straight, our kids can eat, and the lights stay on. So it's very easy to fall for narratives that they try to push, right? But you always have to pay attention when certain people like Nikki Haley, like shit, even Ron DeSantis, like all these establishment people, when they try to push narratives and they don't like people who ask questions, who question it, they try to slander you. Look how they try to frame, they've been trying to frame this shit as good versus evil. Oh, big bad Putin, big bad Russia. Listen, none of these people are good. It's not good versus evil. None of these people are good. They try to manipulate you off of death, okay? Let's keep going.
Do you want to use U.S. taxpayer money to fund the banning of Christians? That is actually what's happening. They're using the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. They have banned them. The Ukrainian parliament just did this last week, supported by our dollars. And I think you owe it to the American people, Nikki, to at least this one time at least condemn.
Thank you. That's time.
At least to
Mr.
condemn
Ramaswamy,
their
thank
banning
you.
of Christians.
Mr. Ramaswamy, thank you. Mr. Ramaswamy, thank you. We asked the questions. Ambassador Haley,
Well, she deserves to
what
answer.
is your take on more funding for Ukraine?
I am telling you, Putin and President Xi are salivating at the thought that someone like that could become president. They would love to
The
see
fact of the matter is she doesn't answer
So
the
this is
question.
what I will tell you.
We're driving
first
Russia
of all,
into China's
let's
hands
Ramaswamy,
because of
you
these
had
foolish
your time
policies.
to-
I'm
Okay.
looking for specifics. What would you build? Where would you build it? When would they be in the water? How big would the fleet get?
First answer is end the toxic divest to invest program. For people who don't know about that, we're decommissioning ships in the South China Sea. The foundation of war is economics. Rebuild our defense industrial base at home. But here's the dirty little secret. Our actual defense industrial base depends on China for the supply chain, for the F-35 jets, for the ships that we're building. Think about this. Why are we stockpiling that if it isn't to actually be strong against our enemy, China? We depend on them for that, just like we depend on them for pharmaceuticals, just like we depend on them for semiconductors.
That's tough. That's tough. Imagine going to war with a country and a lot of your stuff you get from them. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Here's why we can't get tough with China. It's because we depend on them for our modern way of life, and we have to declare economic independence from our enemy. That's the Declaration of Independence that Thomas Jefferson, at the age of 33, would have signed. Today, if he were alive, that's the Declaration of Independence that I will sign as the next president. I do have to recognize that Ron DeSantis was correct about acknowledging Nikki Haley's tough talk when she was ambassador to the UN, calling China our great friend, bringing the CCP to South Carolina. What he left out, though, Ron, and be honest about it, there was a lobbying-based exemption in that bill that allowed Chinese nationals to buy land within a 20-mile radius of a military base lobbied for by one of your donors. So I think we have to call a spade a spade. We need politicians who are independent of the forces that increase our dependence on China. My message to Xi Jinping is this. You are done buying land in this country. You will not donate to universities in this country. U.S. businesses won't expand into the Chinese market until you play by the same set of
Mr.
rules.
Ramaswamy,
You're kicked out of the
quick
WTO, and you actually have to have accountability for the COVID-19 pandemic financially, which unleashed
Mr.
hell on the world.
Ramaswamy.
We have to hold them accountable.
Do you have a number and a plan?
I think that we need to increase our naval capacity by at least 20% over the course of the next 7
Do you have a number and a plan? Head on. Hey. I don't remember them asking, do you have a number and a plan? To the rest of them. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't know. They ain't asked Chris Christie shit about China.
several years, I think we have to, at minimum, be able to meet our AUKUS agreement standards. Right now, we are at risk of not even being able to meet our AUKUS standards with Australia and the UK. So what we need to do is have a plan
AUKUS?
that reverses the trajectory of the divest
Thank
to
you.
invest program
Hugh, I'd like to
by
respond.
20% over the next 3 years.
Governor Chris, how do you get TikTok banned if you use it?
Well, I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question, which is about looking at families in the eye. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first.
Leave my
before
daughter
preaching to
out of your
anybody else.
voice.
Adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it. And that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy
Hey,
answer is active supporters prop.
hey, he's not wrong though. You getting on him, but your own kids use that shit. But he not wrong. He not wrong at all. She was getting on him heavy. She was getting on his head top heavy. But your own kids use it. How you gonna hold the country in order? You can't hold your house in order. Uh-oh. And now she's trying to use it. Oh, it's scum. It's scum. I promise you, all the people booing is people that's on Nikki Haley's team. I promise you. Because that's a good point. It is a good point. It's telling you, you're just scum. You're just scum. Nah, because he got your goof ass. She thought that she had a gotcha on Ron. Well, an apparent gotcha. Because Ron said that they abolished it. So maybe that's why that page was deleted, because he's like, we're not doing this, so the page is deleted. I don't know. But this is
Americans are using it, and that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy
scum.
answer is actually to say that we're just going to ban one app. We got to go further. We have.
Damn, I wonder if he's gonna answer though, because they said, how are you gonna ban it if you use it? You gonna ban it after you win? They gonna delete your account? But yeah, she's sick. She's sick, boy. She's sick. Vivek coming, he fighting. I think he watched my video, because I said in the video, I said in the last one that he need to stop playing Mr. Nice Guy. These people don't like you. They don't like you at all.
To ban any U.S. company actually transferring U.S. data to the Chinese. Here's a story most people don't know. Airbnb hands over U.S. user data to the CCP. Now, that's a U.S.-owned company. So this is the problem when you have Republicans that temporarily go the way the winds blow, and now it's popular to talk tough on China. When she was UN ambassador, called them, literally her words, not mine, our great friend. You can't be fair weather fans of the right policy. Get to the root cause.
Let's look that up. Did Nikki Haley call China a great friend? Whoa, Democrats. Can I trust this source? Nikki Haley's real record on China? Hold on, Fox News. I guess I can trust that one. October 26, 2023. Nikki Haley hailed China as a friend in 2014. When serving as governor in South Carolina in 2014, she said she considered China a friend, that she built a strong relationship with the plural state share of China. And so it is true that, people change their positions and stuff, right? Because we're human beings, right? But it can be held against you when you're a political pundit, you know what I'm saying? Pundit. And, great friend. In 2014, they're great friends, but now you see them as the biggest enemy. Is that natural, or, is it a natural change of opinion? 2014 is a long time ago, yeah. But I think there are people that felt China was a threat even back in 2014. So, I don't know. Like, are you only saying it because you're running for president? If you weren't running for president, would you still say the same thing? I think that's what people are looking for. It's to look at your integrity and your history on your stances, right? Because you said this before, but now you're running for president. Suddenly you don't say it no more. So, I don't know.
Even U.S. companies in Silicon Valley are regularly doing it. Cut the virtue signaling. The fact of the matter is Democrats are on TikTok today. The only person, one of the few people who is putting up content the way the actual algorithms work, speaking for pro-Israel views or others, is
Ambassador
me. And I predict
Haley,
more Republicans will join it. But stop U.S. companies from turning over data to Chinese companies. That's the real
Moderators
answer,
like
not the virtue
Kristen
signal.
don't get to respond to personal attacks, but you do.
Thank you very much. You know, when he talks about me praising China, he doesn't know the fact that the reason.
Okay, so now they're letting her respond to something. Okay, hold on. What'd he say? He said moderators don't get to respond to personal attacks, but you do. Yeah, so they already don't like him.
Thank you very much.